actually the #1 selling technology in the world for beauty machine, and I'm gonna show you basically how to do a demo. That's really my purpose here.
Các chị vừa nãy là ông khi mà ông kiếm được 30 triệu thì bắt đầu là ông ăn uống và ông đi chơi, thì ông cảm thấy là cuộc đời mình nó không có còn ý nghĩa nữa. Thế là ông bắt đầu làm việc với công ty Nuskin ha, và bây giờ ông sẽ nói một chút về công việc này. Và sau khi làm với Nuskin 10 năm thì bây giờ ông đang là thành viên 10 triệu đô, là cộng với 30 triệu ông đã làm trước rồi. Thì bây giờ ông chỉ đi làm để giúp cho trẻ em không còn bị đói trên toàn thế giới nữa.
Who has never used one of these things? Never used.
Ai chưa có cái máy này?
Never used? Oh, okay. Come over. One. That's one. We need one guy. One guy never used it before. Okay, come on over. Can you bring up one over here?
Under the chair.
Yeah. So we'll do one girl, one guy. How's that? Come over here. Just sit down. Yeah. You're wearing a pretty coat, so I'm gonna have you take off your coat. Can I take off the coat for a little while, or you can just pull it up? Yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do a really quick demonstration of the technology. I got her facing like about, well, I'm gonna face you a little bit more there, okay? So that you can see on this side of the face, because I'm gonna do a half face demonstration with this technology. I'm just gonna go through the simple steps. So basically, you wanna do this guy while I'm doing this?
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is I'm just spritzing down the face with some NAPC and moisture mist. So what I'm doing is covering her eyes, and I'm gonna put 3 shots, one top, middle, and bottom. And then I'm gonna put 3 shots on the Lumi Spa itself. So I'm gonna do 3 shots like this, because normally, oops. And then I'm gonna just use some gel. I'm gonna use the gel about the size of, I think it's called 1 pound over here, the coin.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going to just take the gel and I'm going to put it 1/4 on the top of her forehead like this. 1/4 in the middle. If you can look up, can you open your eyes and look up a little? Like look up there, okay? So I'm going to have her look up so I can get it here. I think somebody froze this gel. It has,
Yes.
it's really different.
Let me get another one.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, John.
See it at the very bottom there. I'm just gonna put some on my machine. So. Yeah, that should be the consistency. I don't know why this one looks a
I
little
think it's
lumpy.
the temperature. That's better. Yeah, personal.
So now what I'm gonna do is I'm doing a straight line up, and this is so that we can see the result of the product on the lines across the forehead. And I'm just doing circles, not a lot of pressure, just going back and forth like this. The machine will run for 30 seconds and change velocity. At the moment it changes velocity, I'm going to do under her eyes. Can you look up like this? So you can actually work on bags if you can kind of work. Open your eyes and look up now. Look up. So what I'm doing is I'm actually working on the lymphatic right next to her nose, and I'm also working out to the edge of the face, like this, up and down. Okay, this will help with the lymphatic drains and to help with draining any of the bags off. Now I'm going to go up and down on her laugh line, and I'm going to actually pull it straight out in front of her ears. Now I'm going to do some lifting moves, stopping at the corner of the lips, corner of the eyes, and all the way up to the forehead. These lifts will actually lift her face. front of the ear. I'm going to do behind the ear. And now I'm going to go up and under the chin. This is the last lymphatic point right here. Now, actually, if you're using this at home, you can zigzag across your face. Anyway, it'll still work. But what I'm after is a 2-minute demo result. So I want to get a result right away, like immediately. And so if you can use that kind of lymphatic drainage system, it'll help. I'm going to do one more place for her because she has a very pronounced line here. I don't normally do this position, but I will do a little right here to reduce that line. So if you do this kind of line, go out at a 45-degree angle. It won't disappear in one treatment, but it didn't start in one day. So I'm just kind of lifting and pulling it outwards like this. Just get your bags a little bit. Okay. So we're done. We're just gonna wipe off the gel off her face. And we have a little just cold water here. We have these little compressed towels. So we just put it inside of there. It'll suck up the water, expand. Squeeze it out. So once you do the treatment, you actually wipe off the gels the same way as you applied the treatment. So circles on the forehead, under the eye, going inwards, up and down on the nose, out, like I did with the treatment. So everything is the same format, like you did the treatment, up and under the ears, and then up into the neck area here. So while you're wiping off, you're actually helping to push the lymphatic out. Since I use this water this way, just use NAPC and spray it onto the. Oh, you're using a towel?
I'm just using this.
Okay, yeah.
So from what I understand with the lymphatic drainage is that what happens as we get older, the efficacy of lymphatic drainage diminishes, which is why we lose the radiance in our skin compared to like a 15-year-old and they have that natural radiance. So what happens is that we need to, and the reason is because the lymphatic drainage drains the toxins out from under the skin, which accumulate naturally. It's just part of the the process of human bodies and how they work. So the more efficient the lymphatic drainage is under the skin, the more radiant the skin is. We've got therapists in the room, so I hope I'm correct in saying that. So what we're doing here with this dual oscillating massage of the head of the technology is that we are stimulating the lymphatic drainage so the skin is much more radiant, more youthful, and all the toxins circulate more freely under the skin.
Khi mà mình càng ngày càng nhiều tuổi á, thì da mình nó bắt đầu nó nhão và nó chảy xệ, thì những cái sản phẩm này nó có những cái chức năng đặc biệt, nó sẽ giúp cho da của mình nó được kích thích và sau đó nó lên nó chảy hơn rất là nhiều. Và ông sẽ dùng thêm cái viên nước thần nữa là các anh chị biết là một nửa mặt nó tự nâng lên luôn. Chỉ sau 2 phút thôi, 2 phút với cái máy này và cái viên nước thần.
So now I'm just gonna finish with a pearl. You could do the accent, but I just want to show this technology by itself. This is just a Lumi Spa, but I'm going to end with a pearl, and so I'm going to take this pearl. It's like a little water balloon, so I'm going to squeeze the end, break it off, and pinch it like this, so all of the liquid stays in. And then I'm going to put the pearl in my hand. I'm going to dip 3 of my fingers into the pearl. And now I'm going to actually slap it onto her face. You should hear a little bit of slapping sounds. Okay, so Not that kind of slaps. Okay?
Thì chị nhìn cái bọc mắt đó nha, cái bọc mắt đó chị vừa xong rồi khác hẳn luôn.
Now I'm going to actually. Now I'm actually going to take my finger and I'm going to do the same track as Lumi Spa. So I'm going to actually just track and do circles.
Nhớ nhìn cái cách mà ông làm nhá.
And I'm going to actually trace some right onto her lid. Just like here, like
Không cần phải đi
upwards.
phẫu thuật thẩm mỹ.
Now I'm going to have her open her eyes and I'm going to have her look up. And then I'm going to just.
Kéo ra tới thái dương luôn.
So I'm kind of like taking it out and then pressing down into the lymphatic drains on the corners, okay, like that. It's just a very light coat that you need. And then behind the ear. And if you can get it all the way to the back of the neck, you'll have really nice neck forever if you do this. Okay, if you want, you go all the way to the back of the neck, back here. And what I'm doing is I'm putting all that pearl into that area, okay?
And that pearl's putting the elastin, it's helping with the elastin. in the
Yeah,
skin.
so the clinicals on the pearl is they took 2 millimeter biopsies of the skin, measuring elastin, and age group 40 and above, they will double their elastin in 2 months. So how they knew that is they took another biopsy after 2 months, measured the elastin level, and it was double in 40 and above. But by the 3rd month, everybody in the test group, 40 to 77-year-old, had the same elastin level as 20-year-old again.
Nếu mà chúng ta dùng cái viên nước thần này 3 tháng liền nha, cái người nào mà 70 tuổi ấy, thì cái sự mà săn chắc của da nó sẽ bằng khoảng 25 tuổi.
1 and 9, yeah.
Tại vì cái elastin đó nó sẽ được săn chắc lại.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you faced. Can you face me? I'm going because there's a light behind you. So I'm going to just. Can you stand up and just face this way so I can take a picture? So it's good to take 3 photos of the client. So you just, without them smiling, just look this way. Okay, don't smile.
Lông mày của chị nó nhảy lên luôn.
And just make sure that they're not blinking during the photos. So I'm gonna plug in my phone so you can see. Oh man, wait, I gotta take him. Woo. Very good job, Bridget. Okay. So see, and look towards the light here. This is the light source is kind of coming from that window. So I'm just kind of just Okay, so I'm gonna put it on the TV so you guys can see it.
You're now famous, that's not it.
Okay, can you guys slide over for a second? Can you guys take a seat? Yeah, take a seat. So you can see, yeah, you can see the seat. We'll pull these chairs back out. So, what is your name again, Desmond?
Xander.
Xander. Okay, so this is a typical example of what we see with Xander here. You can see the lines. So you can actually count. If you want, you can count. You can go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you can see the difference, right? You see that? It's pretty clear,
Lumi Spa.
right? Even the lines on the top, as compared to this side, he's also a little higher. Can you see that? He's spreading out a little. Okay, so I like to take the photo from both sides at about 45 degrees. So this is the before And again, you can again do the counts like this. So you see it all the way from down here, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Like that. And over here you see 3. Yeah, I didn't know I had wrinkles. Look at the difference, right? 1, 2, baby, this is 3. The other side has 3, you can see that? Look at this side, 1, right? So that's a big difference. And oops, the one I did, where did you go? Okay, so this is the one I did. So you can see that lift, right? Look at the forehead, you can see that? Those lines over there on this side and this side, nothing? Right? It's like I wiped it off, right? And you can see even the pore size, I mean, there's a really big pronounced that, but do you notice how much her eyes are lifted? And especially for Asian women or men, this is really an important factor. Their lids get really heavy as they get older. And so if you can kind of lift open the eyes, they look younger and more bright. Okay? So looking at it from both sides, there's a pronounced difference in the thickness of the line. So this is the before. Okay, you can see that, yeah. Yeah, and the after. Wow, look at the before and after. Look how much younger she looks. Look, watch this, okay? This is the after. Man, she looks definitely younger, right? It is quite a big difference. And you look at this side, but you know what you're looking at is all of these lines, and just the texturing. Look at that, look at this. Look at that. Yes, you guys got this? Yes. Okay, so the key to doing the demo, we just wet the face, we put the gel, we did 2 minutes, all the way down to the neck. We wiped off the gel and we put a pearl. Okay, just all the same motions, each of the products, each of the cleaning, same motion, circles, out, in, up and down on the nose. And yeah, and her cheeks, yeah, definitely, she's lost this, right? This heaviness is a lot lighter, it's lifted. So you can see the thickness lifting up.
Famous.
Okay, everybody got that?
Yes.
Okay, so you notice it doesn't take time to do a demo, but it really does help your presentation because everybody that sees this wants to know if the technology actually works. And the reason why this has become the #1 selling device in the world is because it works in 2 minutes, works in your shower,
18 tháng có được 2 triệu bạn.
fast, easy, effective. I think that's the reason why we're having so much success. So